You've probably been scrolling through endless specs, wondering if any of those pricey home theater packages are actually worth the money, or if they'll just end up as expensive decor that never gets used. The hesitation is real. You want something that sounds great, fits into the room without turning it into a showroom, and doesn't force you into a maze of wires and calibration tools. That's the sweet spot most buyers are hunting for, and it's exactly why I spent a good chunk of time watching unboxing videos, reading the installation guides, and listening to a few friends who already have a Bose system set up. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the Bose Acoustimass 10 Series V is marketed as a complete 5.1 surround package. The most noticeable difference from older Bose models is the slimmer direct reflecting Series II speakers. Those front left, right, and center units are about half the depth of the classic towers, which means they sit nicely on a bookshelf, a media console, or can even be wall-mounted without looking like a bulkhead. The rear surround speakers follow the same low-profile design, and the powered Acoustimass module houses the subwoofer drivers that handle the low-frequency punch. In a typical living room setup I've seen, the front three speakers go either on the TV stand or mounted just above eye level, while the two surround speakers sit behind the primary seating area, angled toward the listener. The Acoustimass module goes on the floor, tucked under the couch or in a corner. All the cables are color-coded and the connectors are clearly labeled, so you can plug them into an AV receiver without hunting for the right pin. That ease of wiring is a big part of the value proposition. You're not spending extra time or money on custom speaker wire or adapters. What makes the sound feel spacious isn't a secret algorithm, it's the way Bose engineers the drivers to bounce off walls and ceiling. In a medium-sized room, around 250,300 square feet, you'll notice that dialogue stays clear even when the volume is cranked for an action sequence, and the surround channels create a believable sense of direction. When I tested it with a couple of recent blockbusters, the explosions felt present but not overwhelming, and the low-frequency effects from the Acoustimass module gave the room that subtle rumble you expect from a true sub without shaking the picture frame. That said, the system does have a few trade-offs that become clear once you move past the initial wow factor. Because the front and surround speakers rely on reflected sound for some of their bass response, placement is more critical than it might seem. If you put them too close to a solid wall, the low end can become boomy, too far, and you lose that richness. The Acoustimass module itself has its own volume and low-frequency effect knobs, which are handy for fine-tuning, but they also mean you'll spend a few minutes dialing in the right balance for your particular room. It's not a one-click setup, but it's far from the kind of calibration you need with high-end component systems that demand a professional room analysis tool. From a practical standpoint, the biggest strength is the all-in-one nature of the package. You get 5 satellite speakers, a powered sub, and everything you need to hook up to a standard 5.1 receiver. The fact that the sub is powered means you don't have to worry about matching it to an amp, and the included power cable is long enough to reach most outlets without a surge strip. If you're the type who wants a home theater that works out of the box and looks tidy, this is one of the few bundles that actually delivers that promise. On the flip side, the Bose sound signature leans toward a smooth, slightly warm tone that pleases most casual listeners but can feel a bit restrained for audiophiles who demand pinpoint bass extension or an ultra-transparent mid-range. Compared with a similarly priced set of sealed box speakers from other brands, the Acoustimass the 10th of May falls short on deep, room-shaking bass, especially in larger spaces where you'd need a larger sub. If your primary use is gaming, you might notice that the sub's response, while clean, lacks the rapid kick that some gamers look for in first-person shooters. It's a solid, balanced experience, but not a performance-driven one. Who should consider buying this system? If you're furnishing a modest living room, want